Hey everyone. So throughout the next week, I'm planning on making another video, kind of elaborating on what I talked about yesterday in regards to the Supreme Court decisions that were made this week. I don't have too much more to go on besides what I already said, honestly, but I also want to kind of mold it together because for me, this all kind of it all kind of affects the other thing, this end and that end. So the other thing I want to talk about is the January 6th commission. So, yeah, dorkishly as it is, I've watched all 5 days that have occurred so far, and there are a lot of things that have happened that are scandalous to say the least. One of the big ones, if you haven't been watching or paying attention to all the news, sorry, there's just a hawk overhead. Anyway, yeah, so for all the talk with Trump talking about, people who were registered as, voters who were supposedly dead or trash bins full of ballots that were thrown out, which we know aren't true. It came to light during the hearings that Trump was pushing fake elector votes to be cast as legit ones. So the guy was literally trying to cheat when he was accusing the other side of cheating. Now, for some reason, this is the one thing compared to the other criminal acts he's committed that one news source said could be a big smoking gun. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Trump is going to jail. Don't think anyone in his family or immediately close to him is going to get into any trouble. I do think he will run for office in 2024. The Republicans won't stand up to him and try to bar him from this. And we're in for a world of trouble. There are many other topics I can make, many other videos about this, but long story short, with more than half of the voting population, Biden ain't so popular, and it will reflect on his party. I hate to say it, I want to be wrong. So if you see this video in 5 months, like, oh, yeah, you thought you were so smart. I mean, sure, I want to be wrong. I hope something happens. I hope maybe yesterday's ruling is a big wake-up call, but I think the Republicans are going to sweep the midterms. And by further hampering Biden over the next 2 years, I definitely believe they will win the presidency in 2024. And by the time that happens, you will have plenty of Supreme Court justices over that 4 or 8 year presidency and Republican-run legislature. A lot of this is worst case scenario. The more further right you go, but still, to further cement conservative judges and cement these laws. The future looks pretty bleak. Needless to say, I do plan on elaborating on what I was talking about the last video a little bit more, talking about my reaction to the January 6th findings. And last but not least, tomorrow I'm planning on going, not sure where, but planning on going to a protest, a rally. And while I'm there, I don't want to just go there. I've been to plenty of protests in my life, and I don't want to just stand there and maybe get a moment to get the mic and say something or just hold a sign. I'm also not the type that vandalizes property and wants to become a martyr. Not looking to get arrested. I don't plan on that. With that said, what I would like to do tomorrow when I'm there, though, is use it as an opportunity. I'm going to bring my iPhone, and I'm planning on interviewing people. Regular people will be included, of course, who I agree with on this issue. If there are pro-lifers, I will talk to them. I will interview them, treat them fairly, let them get their thought out. And, if there are any groups there, it doesn't matter what we're talking about. And there's no particular reason for any of these groups to be there, particularly, but you can't rule it out just because coalitions are made. So you come to this topic protest, I'll have your back with this one, etc. If there's anybody from any kind of group, BLM, Antifa, I've actually met members of those groups before. Don't particularly know why they would be here, but if they were, Oath Keepers, Proud Boys, plan on talking to all these people, getting it on camera. I will let everyone know they're being recorded, and just share what people have to say. I don't think you're going to see anything different than what you would expect if you went to a protest yourself. People who believe something will say what they think. Anyway, I'm hoping it's peaceful. Um, my definition of fun in life is kind of weird, so I hope it's fun, and I hope anyone watching this gets something out of it. Anyway, that's about it. Have a good one.